I'm Todd Grisham, and not a seat to be had here tonight at the Grand Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And the Galveston.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red.
We welcome you to this. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The straight right just misses. Again, downstairs. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano a mano.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And there's the bell for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Can't find a home with that jab. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the wall, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. And he scores with the counter. Throws the uppercut, but misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Don't worry about it.
And there's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You off here, Johnny. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. It somehow weathered the storm.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And that hook misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the left hook. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he just missed with that left jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally, back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. It's all offense all the time. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Good counter punch. Counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
I can win the round, right?
And there's the bell to start round 5. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The straight right just misses. So much firepower here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. That counter punch caught him clean. That jab misses. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been
Hosting this fight.
Let's start the sixth. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum.
All your work all the way through.
Round 7, here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Couldn't land that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Can't find a home with that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round. And we enter the 8th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Power is obviously the great... Hold it right there! Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And there's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to trade shots. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is very close round with 10 seconds to go. So the judges can't make up their mind. It is a draw. No winners and no losers here.
What a fight. What a battle. I'm exhausted watching it myself. And you know what? I'm happy it's a draw because nobody deserved to lose and nobody deserved to win. These guys put it on the line.